The first round is listen to me, in which every member of the house, that is opposition or the in favor, we have to come here and we have to speak on the topic. And the criteria are language excellency, presentation style, content knowledge, and confidence. After the first round, that is listen to me, we will move on to the second round, which is crossing argument and rebuttal. This time we have made a pair so that every member will get the chance of speaking. The two members will come, that is one will speak on the favor and one will speak on the against motion. After completing of this, there will be a judges round where our honorable judges will have queries and they will ask the questions on the topic. Thank you. So now I welcome judges round and audience round. You will also get the chance to ask the questions with the members who are participating in the debate round. Now I welcome Honorable Jadhav sir to continue.
Thank you, sir. The Ganapati Bappa, Mangal Murti. I request Honorable Secretaries to allow me to open the debate. Thank you, sir. Right now, I call to the board motion students. I call Murali Wankhede, the leader of pure motion team, the leader of house. Next, I call Devish Rati against motion, the leader of the house. That is opposition leader. Harshvardhan Thakre, randomly you will come here. Harshvardhan Thakre, Wahi Mahalle, Rutuja Badare, Piyush Kufse, Aditya Paraskar, Vedika Gai, Anand Kakar, Sharwari Bondre, Vaishnavi Hande, Anvi Rathi, Atharva Ingre. Okay. Again. Ganapati Bappa. Right now, I hope both motions, pure motions and against motion, I hope you have understood the rubrics and criteria of this debate competition. Right now, The leader of house, you have to choose three participants against motions and the third motion. So this first round. Here we will choose the three candidates. Those who will come here in the first round, that is listen to me, and where 3 minutes will be given here. 3 minutes will be given here. What you have to explain about given topic that you will explain here. I have understood this. Against motions and third motion. Right now, given 30 seconds to you to choose your participant who will come in the first round. That is listen to me. First, leader of house.
Good morning everyone. I am Pranali Vankhade and I am in favor of the motion. First, we will need to understand what are tariffs. Tariffs are basically taxes applied by government on imported goods. Though they are kind of important, but they eventually bring negative impact on countries and their economies because issues of price issue, development issue, then it also accelerates the economic growth and the other things. Now, we know that the tradition of tariff has been carried away from the ancient times of Mesopotamia and Athens. But at that time, they used it as a source of income. And the tariffs were balanced and there were no such trade wars of now. But by seeing the conditions nowadays, US has imposed 50% tariffs on India and it seems like only one country is getting all the benefits. Because of the US imposed tariffs, India is going in loss and it is having impact on the India's economy and India is going to lose its billions of dollars in trade. If we see the tariffs bring big money which transports and manufactures APIs from our country to their country. For example, now because of the tariff, their production has stopped and they are having issues on trading and importing their goods. Now, if it is a US certified company, if it has to trade with the other continent and the other countries, it has to get a license. And the process of getting license is a time-consuming process. So there are many investors who want to invest in pharma, but because of the uncertainty, they are stopping now, and the economic growth of the pharma is stopped. Then the other chemical industries like Camlin Science, Atul Industries and Atul Limited are having impact on their GDP growth. Then again we can take examples of our IT sector. IT sector and AI revolution is having has more impact because of the tariffs. Now there are many IT sectors who has lowered down their trade because of the tariffs. Now we take examples of Infosys and now we take example of Infosys and Scholar and TCS. Their rate has decreased from 1% to 6% and they are having problems for trading. Then we take example of Nifty IT index. It was a IT based industry and it has
Hello, I am Devesh Rathi. I am leader of the opposition. Good morning, everyone, honorable judges, respected teachers, my worthy opponents, and all the dear audience. Here, I am expressing my views against the motion that is tariffs that are barrier to trade. I personally believe that tariffs are not barrier to trade, but they are bridge to growth. Now, let me firstly explain all of you that what are tariffs. Tariffs are nothing but import duties imposed by any country while importing anything from another country. So you would say, what is the benefit of it? Why do we put tariff on another country? So let me explain you this with an example. So imagine a world where there is no tariff, only free trades are going. So what would happen? All the all the trade would be controlled by big superpowers and big economies like USA, China, because they are already developed, they have manufacturing units, they have exporting hubs, and all the trade would be controlled by them. What would happen to developing and underdeveloped countries? The underdeveloped and developing countries will be suppressed by them and they would be collapsed totally. So that is one of the benefits that if tariffs would not be there, the underdeveloped countries would be underdeveloped and the developed countries would grow more. So this would lead to the dominance of some nations in the global market and this would eventually break down the importance of small nations in the country. My second point is that when we impose tariffs, it is directly beneficial for the nation. As for example, if India buys a car from any country that is of 10 lakhs, and we put 10% tariff on it, so its price would be 11 lakh. And the 1 lakh that is added to it is directly the profit of the nation and government. This is why tariffs are also important due to this point. Also, tariffs lead to the growth of domestic industries and domestic products. For example, if there would be no tariff and Tesla would give electric cars and at a very affordable price. So what would happen to our market? That is Mahindra, Tata. They would be somewhat irrelevant and eventually they would be collapsed. So it would lead to the depletion of economy because due to the collapsing of our industries, it would lead to unemployment and eventually the people would not be able to fulfill their needs and the country would become poor.
Hello, my name is Pooja Mazare and I am here from the favor motion. First of all, as we know that 25% tariffs were initially imposed by America on India. But now, again, in addition, 25% tariffs are imposed by USA on India. So total 50% tariffs are now imposed by USA on India. As we know that tariff barriers does not affect the country India, but it also affects all over the world. To take the example, we can see that an Indian shirt costs $20 and with 50% tariff imposed on it, it costs $30. Then we can see that the 10% $10 which is the extra, it is not for the seller, but it is the tax collected by the US government. Now, as a result, we can see that if many products are costlier in America, the overall cost of living in America is very high. It affects and creates the tension in the low-income families and the middle-class families. My next point is that the tariffs act like an hidden tax on the American consumers. Means indirectly, the America is taking the tax from their citizens only by applying the tariffs on other countries. Also, the countries affected by high tariffs often look for new markets. We can take the example of USA and India. That if USA puts the tariffs on India, the local markets get very affected. India may trade with another countries like Asian, Middle East countries and many more like Russia, Brazil, China and South Africa. But what about the loss of stability? To understand it properly, we can take the example of Sir Donald Trump and Narendra Modi ji. As our friendship of India with the USA was very strong before, but now due to the tariffs applied by the USA on India, we can see that if the India we try to trade with the other countries of the world, it loses the stability of the country. As like USA, impose the tariffs on the India, the other countries now we are trading with them, they can also apply the tariffs on India. So by this, it loses the stability and can bring the same condition on India which had happened in the past. Now the other point is that the short term gain and long term pain. To understand it, we can see that just like humans who chase temporary benefits and lose true friendships, countries that shift alliances get quick advantage but lose stability. This affects not just the government but also the families. Thank you.
A very warm morning to one and all present over here. Hi, I am Piyush Kupase from class 10th Ayodhya in the oppose of the topic, that is tariffs are barrier to trade. I want to say that I am in the favor because I don't think that tariffs are barrier to trade. Now I will mention some points that will prove that tariffs are not barrier to trade. Do you know why any country means apply the tariff on the other countries? To strengthen our economy, for promoting our domestic products, to get the revenue. Now how? If we are opposing tariff, suppose we are applying tariff on any country, it means they are exporting the goods to our country. If they are saying 1 lakh rupees car here, if our country is applying 10% of tariff, it means 10,000 rupees. We are getting 10,000 rupees without any taxation or without anything. म्हणजे आपल्याला आयतं वर्षाला टॅरिफ मिळून झालं आणि ते आपण आपल्या बजेटमध्ये यूज करू शकतो. So this is a very useful component of the tariff. Secondly, it provides the employment. Imagine if a country does not apply any tariff on the other country, or if there are the cheap imported goods that will come into our market, that they will sell in our market, right? Our citizens are getting it very cheap. So our native citizens will take their things only, not our things. This will destroy all our economy. They are only getting profit. That's why we are applying tariff. My third point is that it strengthens the national security. Imagine now we are surviving on all the imported goods. On all the imported goods like the food grains, medical and all. And if a crisis came, then what will happen? If the crisis happens, all our economy will totally destroy. Third, it generates the revenue. I firstly said that in 2014, government also applied approximately 10 to 15% tariff on the agricultural product that comes from the other country. For what? To encourage our domestic products, so that our citizens will take only our.
Hello, I am Anka Kalpa. I am here in the favor of the motion of today's debate topic, that is tariff barrier to trade. So firstly, I will explain what is tariff. Tariffs are the custom duties. So because of the tariff, the prices of the goods foreign and American and any foreign product, he or she cannot able to take it because of only tariff. Because the tariff set the boundaries to the customer. Why? Because of the high price. People are not able to take the things from the